Hello and welcome to Hypothetical Hypocrite, a channel where I'm a hypocrite, but I'm hypothetical about it. My name is Jeremy, and here I play video games and just plain try to be entertaining. As you can see, I'm going to be playing some more Undisputed for our Monday Night Fights. This is something we do every Monday night. We do 3 prize fights and a career mode fight, and sure enough, we're on the 3rd prize fight of the night and hoping for another win. We're 1 for 2 so far in the prize fights category so far tonight, and so we're hoping to get 2 out of 3 at least. We went the distance of 8 rounds with Roy Jones Jr. It ended up going his way in the first fight, but the second fight was a great women's fight with a TKO, and which we won, and we're happy about. But before we get started, if you do enjoy this type of content, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons, leave a comment and share. Any one of those would be great, but all 4 would be amazing, just like you are. Also, hit that notification bell so you can be notified of all my posts. If you do enjoy the content, you won't want to miss anything. And with all that said and done, let's get into a fight. Alright, our first fight is Alvarez versus Robinson. So I'm guessing that's Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Sugar Ray Robinson, I think. Let's take a look. Sure enough, it is. This is a no knockdown limit with starting in the first round out of 12, which is fantastic. We are equal on the overall rating with 90 each. Alright, let's take a look here further. Oops. There we go. This is a middleweight fight for us. He has a height advantage of 7 centimeters. We both weigh 73 kilograms. He has a reach advantage of 5 centimeters. We're both orthodox fighters. We are from Guadalajara, Mexico, and he is from New York, United States. So this should be interesting. Let's do it.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And facing him, Sugar Ray Robinson in the middleweight division, 160 pounds, 5'11" inches tall, with a reach of just over 72 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is the night. Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could
and what I say you must
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one.
Alright, let's have some fun with this.
High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Just missed with that jab. Nice counter. The straight right just misses. and he caught him there with a right hook.
What?
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he fails to score with that left hook. How about that time counter shot? Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Good count. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round.
We did cut him. Hell yeah.
So far, but how does this
That
match
works
get
for
turned
me.
around?
I
Somebody
can
don't
handle
get
cutting him.
complacent. You think this is too easy. If they
Plus
keep
2,
the same
plus
kind
4
of
for
pace
him,
up,
of
they've got
course.
this fight.
Of course.
And there's the bell for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
They exchange punches. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Yikes. Oh, we're swelling up big time. Not good. Not good at all.
You gotta go out there and win this round.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. halfway through the round. I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round.
Oh, that swelling is not doing good. +1, +6 for him. That's 2 fights in a row where they've gotten a +6.
There's the bell for round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Can't land that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Good counter punching. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. He misses with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round.
All right, I slowed the swelling down. I'm doing better. +2, +5, of course, for him. So unfair.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it?
Big shot.
Whatever.
It's on the canvas. Imagine seeing this.
He
punch
barely
coming
even hit me.
and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I've got to see
Wow.
that again. One.
I'm getting robbed tonight, you guys.
You still want to fight?
Of course I do. Why do you think I'm getting up?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. We've never seen Canelo in this
What
sort
is
of
with
trouble.
this one-punch stun?
Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
Can't land the jab there. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Alvarez in that last
Weak.
round. Let's see how the game plan changes.
Finally a +1/+1 for him.
He's starting to make...
They finally slow down
Here's
his
the bell to start round 6. They really
recovery.
got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Beautiful counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. They have no respect for each other's punching power. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. That jab misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that.
Oh, yikes. That swelling is not getting any better. +1/+4 for him, of course.
Take the round.
Of course.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
Here we go. It's
7th round
See
already.
how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. And he just missed with that left jab. Stamina is off the charts. The straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
The swelling's getting worse. +1, +4 for him again.
Now, it's a tough fight, and he's going to be confident now.
What can you do against
Round
this?
8, and we're off again. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter shot. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
His stamina is off the charts. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Counter punch caught him clean. A lot of effort being exerted here. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this
+1,
fight? May come
+3
down
for
to
him,
that.
of course. Still in his 50s for stamina. I'm at 21. Have been for
See
the
how much
last couple
fatigue we see
rounds.
here in round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Catch and shoot. These two fighters are made for one another. Nice counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That counter shot lands. That left hook missed. That big hook doesn't land. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out.
Oh, that swelling's getting horrible.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round.
Oh, man. +1, +4 again for him?
This is when you talk about championship
Jesus.
material.
Much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
We're about to get warned for the
That
swelling.
1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
A perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch. Catch and shoot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The straight right just misses.
Yep, there's the swelling.
Here, considering all the bruising and swelling on the face.
Are you all right?
It doesn't even look that bad.
Yes, sir. We fight on here.
Doesn't even look that bad, but it is.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nobody home with that hook. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punching. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble.
You robbed me. He can hit me one time and knock me down at a stun, but then I have to hit him 10 times.
But it might come down to who's in better
Another
shape.
+2, +5 for him? So stupid.
Do you want to win this fight? Right,
So
let's go.
stupid.
There's the bell to start round 11. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round.
Can I go
Let's
all
see what they
12
have
rounds
left.
with Sugar
There's
Ray?
a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nice counter shot. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's alright to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice counter. The straight right just misses.
Well, we definitely can't beat him on a TKO.
Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes into the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped.
Oh, that's the end of round 11.
Stamina is
Holy
always an
crap.
issue in a
+1,
prize fight.
+2, of
Cannot
course,
cast
for
out if you
him.
prepared right, slept right, ate right.
And his health is doing better than mine.
On to the 12th.
Insane.
Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Of course
What
not.
are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter,
Ouch.
Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
straight right just misses. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He just misses with that jab.
The heck kind of punch was that?
Holding nothing back here in the round. Incredible work rate. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Well, we survived 12 rounds
Another win,
against Sugar
another
Ray
unanimous
Robinson.
decision victory.
This is
At
the
least
last
we
thing
didn't
expected
lose in a
what
knockout or
fight. What a
TKO.
style. What a pace.
That's awesome.
To get a unanimous decision.
We
That
did
is
better
mad.
than I expected, but
I thought this would
you
be
know,
tight.
a
This is
win
nowhere
would have
near
been
tight.
nice, but you can't win them all, right? Right. But it was entertaining, at least to me, and hopefully to you. If so, you know what to do. Hit those buttons down below, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And with that being said, I hope y'all have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video.